Heck of a match. Arkansas is a really, really well-coached team. They serve and pass as well as any team, if not the best team we played all year. And they've got every shot in the book. I was very, very impressed. They play great defense. So it was a great match, and it came down to, like we always talk about, winning 2-point games. We had game 1 was a 2-point game, and game 4 was a 2-point game, and we found a way to do it. And our crowd was unbelievable today. So regional finals are the hardest matches to win, and our players really showed some grit and hung in there when things were ugly and found a way to win. And so we're extremely happy, and I'm really proud of our team for the grit and resilience they showed today.
Questions for the players?
Bergen, there were some loud matches this season here in the center, Bob Vanny Center. Where does that one rank?
It's definitely up there. I mean, you could tell from point 1 and from intros it was going to be electric in there, and so it was just really cool to be part of, and the crowd kept it going throughout the entire match, which is hard to do, and so props to them.
Merritt, you're down 21-16 in the first set. What's going through your mind, and what changed after that point?
We just told each other that we do it every day in practice. We play games like that most days in practice to kind of put us in that situation, and so we've done that a lot this season, and like I said, we do it a lot in practice, so just reminding ourselves so we can and trying not to let the doubt and the outside factors and the oh shoot moments kind of slip into our minds, and just reminding ourselves that we literally do it all the time. And winning, like Coach said, winning the Deuce games is what's been really important for us this year, and we've done that a few times, and so just kind of reminding ourselves of we've been doing that all season.
Bergen, how fast was Arkansas? I mean, you certainly watched tape of them. How much faster are they when you're playing against them on the court?
Yeah, I mean, they run a really fast offense, and it was kind of our jobs to just be good on the outsides, and it was tough, and they have really good shots, and a lot of times when teams go that fast, they can only hit one shot, but they did a really good job of still mixing up their shots even with that fast of an offense, so they were tough to defend, but I think just us staying disciplined and being ready for all those shots was what won us that game.
Bergen, is this win still kind of sinking in for you?
Yeah, it's unbelievable coming in freshman year and making it this far. I think we all knew that we had the capability to do it, and we all had the belief that we could. I just don't know if we really knew that it would actually happen, and now that it's here, it's just so awesome that I get to be part of it.
Does the toughness of this team surprise you? I think they reached 20 points 3 times out of the 4 games first. I mean, to have that toughness and kind of overcoming adversity, does that surprise you at this point, or is this what you do? No, I mean, I think from even before the season started, Coach was saying that one of the best attributes of this team was our competitiveness, and so I'm not surprised that we didn't back down in those tough moments and those tough situations, and that's what makes this team really special, is we have no fear, and we hate to lose just as much as we love to win.
Bergen, how stressful was set 4?
It definitely, you could feel the pressure there. It felt like every point was worth a lot more points than it actually was. But like Merritt said, we kind of just leaned into each other. We have done harder drills than just playing a game in practice. We're always down in our drills in practice, and we have to do something special to get a point. And so we just kind of reminded ourselves of that and just trusted our training and fell back on that.
Merritt, coming in, being a captain for this program and getting to go to a Final Four your first year, did you ever envision this when you first committed?
That's one of the reasons that I chose to come to Nebraska, was I knew the tradition and the legacy that this program had, and I knew that that was a staple of this program, and that was something that I wanted to be a part of. And that was something that me and Coach talked about a lot from the get-go, was that was their goal, and I wanted to be in on that. And so it's just so special to be a part of and for it to actually be happening now. But I knew that I was walking into a very, very high level, very competitive program, and that's what I wanted, and that's ultimately why I chose to come here. So it's really special, and I'm just so proud of this team for all that we've done this year, and we've worked really, really hard to be in this position on and off the court with the culture and relationships and all that stuff. And so I'm just really, really proud of us, and it's really cool to see it all start to pay off.
Bergen, how did it feel to take a lap around the Beason Center after an undefeated home season?
It was really cool. I mean, everyone says there's no place like Nebraska, and our fans come out and they prove it every single night and every single home game. And so it's just kind of cool to get to, I don't know, give back to them a little bit and just say thank you to them just by doing that little thing.
How big was Becca tonight? She had 12 blocks, and you were in a lot of those with her. I mean, how did that block kind of change the complexion of the game?
Yeah, it was huge. And we knew that going in. Like Bergen said, they run a very, very fast tempo, especially to their two outsides. And their two outsides get a lot of sets. And we knew that was going to be a very, very big factor of this game, was whether or not we could kind of manage that. And so, like Bergen said, that was our job, was other than one rotation, we were just supposed to go get the outside. And so for Becca to also be in on that, and she obviously had a really tough job, her and Andy both, with how fast it was. So I just thought it was so awesome. But I mean, Becca's a huge piece of our defense, day in and day out, game in, game out. And so I think for her to be in that position and for her to play as well as she did tonight, it was really, really special. And she almost was crying like 3 points before the game was over. So she just wants it so bad. And so I was very, very happy for her.
Did you have to snap her out there?
A little bit, yeah. I was like, okay, game's not over, Becca, game's not over.
We could talk about last season and then maybe what this one means as a result now.
Yeah, it's been a topic of conversation a lot in our locker room, and that's something that we've talked about a lot. Was for her, she really didn't like how the season ended last year, and she didn't want that to happen again. And she's been very vocal about that, and she's been very passionate about the fact that she wanted to make it this far and to win a national championship. And so she has that drive, and she brings that drive day in and day out. And so I'm just so excited for her, because I know that the loss to Oregon last year really tore her up. So I'm just excited for her and happy to see her play so well. But it's definitely been a topic of conversation that we didn't want our season to end like that.
Bergen, over the next couple of days, how much are you kind of pick the brains of some of the juniors on this team who were in the Final Four 2 years ago?
Yeah, it's going to be huge. I mean, the Final Four is a whole different beast. There's 4, obviously, of the best teams in the country, and there's a lot of outside factors going on there. And so I think that's going to be the biggest thing for us, is just kind of learning how to focus on the games that we have to play with all of the riffraff going on around us.
Final questions for the players? Okay. Thank you, Bergen, there.